Welcome to the Sundown series, and we are now in our second town, county, however you want to put it, in Arkansas, which is Boone County. Now, before I go any further, shout out to everybody who is leaving comments saying that, what places I should go and everything like that. The reason why I'm not responding to a lot of those comments is because I've probably most likely already come across those towns, but I haven't gotten there yet. Remember, this is a series, so we have a long way to go, and I'm actually going in alphabetical order by state. So we're starting with A for Arkansas first, and then we're working all the way down till I believe we get to T, which is in Texas. So we're going to be here a while. So just be patient. This is only the second one. We're going to get to the places that you mentioned, and then we will continue on from there. So, with that being said, today we're going to be talking about Boone County, Arkansas. Boone County is located in the U.S. state of Arkansas. As of the 2010 census, the population was 36,903. The county seat is Harrison. It is Arkansas' 62nd county, formed on April 9th, 1869. Boone County is a part of the Harrison, Arkansas Micropolitan Statistical Area. A Ku Klux Klan chapter is headquartered in Zinc in the eastern part of the county. Now listen to that. This already lets you know that this place is a sundown town on the mere fact that a Klan organization is still headquartered there to this day. Boone County was formed from the eastern portion of Carroll County. Contrary to popular belief, it was not named for the frontiersman Daniel Boone. It was originally called Boone, spelled B-O-O-N, since the residents believed it would be a boon to all who settled there. The county's first newspaper, begun in 1870, was the Boone County Advocate. However, when Governor Powell Clayton signed the act creating the county 1869, it was titled an act to organize and establish the county of Boone for other purposes. So for whatever reason, an E was added. In 1905 and 1909, race riots were conducted to drive African Americans out of the area. Now, you know what I'm noticing here? Just now that we're on the second town, I know we're on the second town, but I would not be surprised if this comes up further. It's a pattern. In order for them to drive out black people from these towns, they had to conduct what they called a quote unquote race riot to get them out of there. And then notice that ever since they drove the black people out there who were living there way back then, their population as far as black people numbers never rose up again. They were very small or non-existent. It was marketed as an all-white sundown town into the 1920s. Today it is known as a center of white supremacist activity, including the national headquarters of the Knights of the Ku Klux Klan in Zinc. In 2017, Boone County Judge Robert Hathaway signed proclamations recognizing June as Confederate Heritage and History Month, and issued a similar proclamation for April 2019. Now, if y'all have been following me for a while now, you will know that I did something called White History Month, which was a very popular series. People wanted me to keep on going. And that happened to be in the month of June, the same month they're recognizing this Confederate Heritage and History Month. Was the irony of that? And I didn't even know anything about this county back in 2017 when I did this. And it's crazy because it says in 2017, that's when it was recognized as that month, the same exact month and year I did that. I kid you not. I didn't know what Boone County, Arkansas was then. As of the 2000 census, there were 33,948 people, 13,851 households, and 9,861 families residing in the county. The population density was 57 people per square mile. There were 15,426 housing units at an average density of 26 per square mile. The racial makeup of the county was 97.60% white, 0.11% black or African American, 0.71% Native American, 0.32% Asian, and 0.02 Pacific Islander, 0.34% of other races, and 0.90% from 2 or more races. 1.6% of the population were Hispanic or Latino of any race. Now look at that. Native Americans actually outnumber the black people that just happen to still be there. That says a lot. The only ones that black people beat out as far as being in that county are Asians. There were 13,851 households, out of which 30.70% had children under the age of 18 living with them. 59.50% were married couples living together. 8.80% had a female householder with no husband present, and 28.80% were non-families. 25.60% of all households were made up of individuals, and 11.20% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household was about 2.41, and the average family size was 2.88. In the county, the population was spread out with 23.90% under the age of 18, 8.20% from 18 to 24, 26.50% from 25 to 44, 24.70% from 45 to 64, and 16.70% who were 65 years or older. The median age was 39 years. For every 100 females, there were 93.10 males. For every 100 females aged 18 and over, there were 89.70 males. The median income for a household in the county was $29,988, and the median income for a family was $34,974. Males had a median income of $27,114 versus $19,229 for females. The per capita income for the county was $16,175. About 10.70% of families and 14.80% of the population were below the poverty line, including 19% of those under 18 and 12.90% of those age 65 and older. So you just basically got the rundown of this Boone County in Arkansas. And like I said, it kind of plays off like the previous town that I did, Bonanza, Arkansas, where they had a race riot, quote unquote. That's what they called it. And it drove the black population out of there. And it happened around the same time as the last one. The last one that I talked about, that one happened in 1904. This one, but the difference with this one is it had 2 of them. It had one in 1905, and then it had one 4 years later in 1909. It was like, okay, they're still here. We need to have another one to get them completely out of here. And like I said, their Sundown Town qualifier, they still have an active KKK chapter there. And they created a Confederate Heritage Month, which is basically White History Month. And then they have it in 1 month, but they're trying to spread it to 2 months. Well, actually, they're not trying. They did. So they have one in April and they have one in June, because one simply wasn't enough. And this was signed on by a political figure for that county. Blows your mind, doesn't it? Like I said, when I was talking on Twitter to some of my subscribers, they were saying that they like this series because some of them live in Arkansas, or you'll live in other places, and they'll say, I never knew this about this town, or I never even knew this county existed. Well, that's kind of the reason why I'm doing this series. So we're all being educated. I'm being educated. You're being educated. Anybody who's watching is being educated about their surroundings. Because a lot of us live in these states where these sundown towns exist. But that pretty much concludes this edition of the Sundown series. This was Boone County, Arkansas. This is only the second trip we have taken. Trust me, we have plenty more to go. Make sure to stay tuned. Make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Also, if you are not following me on Twitter, please do so and have the notifications turned on. And I will talk to you in the next one.